What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys, and today I have a review of the Jazwares Total Anime My Hero Academia IZUKU Midoriya, also known as Deku. That's right, my zillions. We have one of these new Total Anime Heroes figures out from Jazwares. Kind of like the competition to Bandai's Anime Heroes line, which I do like, and we've reviewed a bit of. The first series contains Eren Yeager, who I might review even if I don't love this particular one. We got Jujutsu Kaisen's Yuji Itadori, Chainsaw Man. He was not, I repeat, not in the previews for this first line. This is the first time I've actually seen him. And I haven't seen the full figure, so this is interesting to me because this, of the four that they announced around San Diego, this was not one of them, which I really noticed. When I saw the numbering for these figures, I was like, there's one missing. I wonder if there was some sort of licensing thing with this that held it back. We'll see what happens. Maybe it's just blood. Maybe they didn't like the blood for this style figure. I don't know. And then we got Anya Forger, so from Spy X Family, whatever you want to call it. Anywho, we got Midoriya, who you've seen me review a bunch of figures of already, and chances are you're going to see me review the figure arts when the time comes. So I don't have a pre-order right now, but when the time comes, we'll see. This one does look very interesting, so without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here is Midoriya out of the package, and there was problems out of the package, and there's still a problem. I hate starting out on a bad foot, but we have to. First up, I feel like the upper body joint here feels a tad loose. It's not so bad though. The main issue is stuck joints. Loose, stuck, right? First up, the shoulders were really tight. Still really tight, even after heat. The knees are worse. It's a double joint. The bottom, I was able to free up. The top, I cannot free up at all. Like, it is beyond stuck. So I've tried heat, all of that. I don't want to break the figure, you know? But yeah, there's obviously an upper part of the joint because you can see the cut on this side, which would allow you to bend the figure in further. Yeah, that is a issue. Heat, for a while, it was not working. So yeah, that's a bummer, you know, like when you have that, it really takes you out of it right away. Anywho, let's do that articulation since that's what we're talking about here. The head moves like so, actually really nice and free. Maybe too free, like I said. The upper body joint moves a little bit too free for my liking. You can see the bell in there, the barbell joint. Then hinge swivel at the shoulder. This one is moving a little bit better than this one. Although this one's starting to free up a little bit, I'll admit that. Swivel at the bicep. Double jointed elbow works fine. Hinge swivel at the wrist. The legs do have a drop down joint, which is cool. So you can get a full split. Kicks forward, goes back. And this is, here, it's a little loosey too, honestly. You saw the knees. The hinge and a rocker at the footwork fine though. There is no joint here, but you know, you can swivel it just a little bit at that joint. So it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it's got some issues in that department. I'm a little disappointed. Now, as for the look of it, he comes with this face in the package, and I do not like this face at all. It feels squished in a way. It's very odd. I'm not 100% into it. Maybe bigger fans will have a better perspective, but I'm not so sure. The mouth looks okay. I'm not sure if that white is an extra tooth. I feel like I'm not super familiar with the character where I could make that call. But you can see it. There's white on the tongue there, and I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there. The eyes look good onto itself, but something wacky going on here. Then you got the little freckles that look alright, the eyebrows, everything's painted fine. The hair has some shading in it, which is cool. I do like it. Sculpt work is pretty good. He does have his little mask thing here, which the paint on this is not bad. It's got silver in the front and in the back. I wish they gave us a head with this, but it does have paint on it, and that's all right. A little blop of, oh no, that's just nothing. But that looks good. The back, you see the paint here is no good either. The paint all around this thing actually is choppy, as you can see on the sides. That's not cool either. So then on the front here, looks pretty decent. It's nice folds and wrinkles. Decent enough, I guess. A lot of it is covered, you know, some of this paint detail I feel like is getting a little bit glossed over because of all the shading. You know, the dirty wash over. It makes it seem like, oh yeah, look at all this good stuff that they did. But, I don't know, there's stuff about it, like when you really look at it, in a fine tooth like I am now, you find some things aren't so great. The arm, though, does look pretty decent. Hand is pretty good, too, this open hand. As you can see, this gauntlet looks good. This side as well. Pouches are pretty decent, belt buckle. A lot of nice folds and wrinkles on his pants as well. Not bad. Some weird plastic stuff going on. The black there, it's okay. The boots. Got these things here, little rivets in gold that look pretty good. I'll zoom out a little bit. But overall, I'd say the boots are decent. Shoelaces look good. Figure it goes down. Yeah, it's not terrible. It looks pretty decent. Proportions are a little odd on this guy. I don't necessarily know if I like it. It might be this head. I just don't know if I like this head that much. You know, and then, oh, hey, we're going to look at that in a second, but and take off the whole thing and remove this. I don't know how much that's going to help or hurt it. As you can see, this is how they did the hair, so you will be swapping out faces in a second. Whoa, that looks even... Yeah. No, that neck is way long. I'm not into that. Definitely not into that. You can remove it at the neck, too. Hey. Don't know if I wanted to do that, but yeah, that's a thing you can do. So, since we saw the face pop off before, let's take a look at the other two faces, and these are a lot better. I like both of these heads. They look pretty good, honestly. Very, very nice. I didn't look at the ears, but the ears are well sculpted. So both of these are pretty good. So again, if you missed it just now, you pop off the hair first at the top, then you take off this face, which I'm very, very happy to do. And then you pop in this, and then you pop in this part. And that's way better. Like, that's a much better head. Even if, like, it's still sitting pretty high. And it just throws off the proportions a lot. And it looks very big compared to the body. I don't know. The face is just at least a lot better. So let's try the last one. See how that looks. He's a very nice Midoriya here. It's fine. You know, like, the more I look at this face, the less I like it. Like, I feel like the line weight around the eyes might be a little too thick. And again, proportions are just not doing it for me on this figure. We do also get a bunch of hands for Deku. We get fist hands, which look pretty good. And then these, like, flicking hands, I guess for one of his quirks, as they say. I think. I don't know. Or maybe that's just something he does. I'm not sure. I have to ask my son. He watches the show more than I do. But yeah, they look good. That's for sure. That's all that counts, right? We also get these really cool lightning effects, these like green lightning effects, which look pretty good for one of his quirks. And yeah, it's not bad. I mean, the only problem is like, after you take it out of the package, like making him stay on, it feels like a little bit of a chore, except for the one that goes around his neck, the ones around his arms and legs. They clap on, but like they fall off pretty easy. It's funny that I left like the nice head in here. He's so like calm with all these effects, which he definitely shouldn't be. But either way, they look pretty good. Again, in a translucent green. I do like them. Lastly, we get one little stand for him to stand in, should you wish to use it. He doesn't really need it though. For our size comparisons, here is Deku with a bunch of other 1/12 scale figures you might have in your collection, including a couple anime heroes that we spoke about earlier, which I do like. Now, I do have the Deku Anime Heroes figure, but I don't have it handy, and I have no idea where it is at all. So I'm not going to be able to compare it here at all. But as far as a line to line, yeah, I do like the Anime Heroes better thus far. I mean, it's just one figure, but I think Chainsaw Man from Anime Heroes there might make my best of the year, and this Deku, probably not. And my final thoughts, well, I'm a little disappointed in this one. I was really looking forward to it, but, to a new line, to checking out a new line. I always like checking out new lines, but this one, so far, is an 0 for 1, and I like Deku. Like, I love his costume. Like, it's one of my favorite in any, like, manga, anime. Like, it just looks so cool, honestly. They really did make an amazing design here, but this particular figure, like, it's got things that is just, like, on the cusp of being really good, but I gotta say, I'm not impressed with what it is overall. It just could have been better. It just could have been better. Like, there's things about the finish that's not quite right, and then, like, things about the design that's not quite right, and then, the stuck joints, which is, like, really, really not right. Like, that's not good. So this one, I might have to do a return on it. That's how, like, disappointed I am, honestly. Like, maybe I'll return it and get, like, Eren Yeager, like, that was the other one I was, like, thinking about reviewing, and then hopefully we'll get a better result, but for now, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm not loving it. Your mileage is gonna vary. Like, these things tend to be different depending on how your figure came out. Like, if your figure came out good, you might really like it, and that's fine. That'd be awesome. Enjoy, like, enjoy. But for me, this one, not so hot. And there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection with some anime figures. Till next time, peace out.